the Orca final plea calendar and the Orca show cause calendar. It's my understanding that all of the cases that are on the final plea calendar have been on at least one calendar before. And as such, let me call the calendars and see who we have with us this afternoon. Position number 1, Keith Barnes.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Barnes. I'm going to hold for Ms. Robertson Hoover's announcement. We'll be with you. Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Position 2, Gerald Blissett. Yes, good morning, Mr. Blissett. I believe Ms. Rosa Hoover also represents you. I'll hold for her report, sir. Position number 3, Detravius Brown. Detravius Brown. Can we get in touch with Mr. Murphy to see if he's going to be with us this afternoon?
Yes.
Thank you. Position 4, Astona Givens. Astona Givens, represented by Christopher Tolles. Let's see if we can get in touch with Mr. Tolles. Raymond Hayes. Raymond Hayes. Also, Ms. Rose, please, I'll hold her announcement. Position 6, Eugene Ingram. Eugene Ingram, represented by Byron Owens. See if we can contact Mr. Owens. Position 7, Adriana Ivansky.
And that's my case, Judge, and she's position 7, 8, and 9. Let me hold for that announcement because I was just emailing her before lunch.
Okay,
Yeah, we were both emailing each other before lunch.
I'll hold for your announcement, Mr.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 10, Luis Jacinto.
In place of Your Honor, Devin Shoemaker, the attorney, I'm not seeing him yet.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Shoemaker. Position 11, William James. Yes, good morning, Mr. James. Have you been in touch with Mr. Ghazi? You didn't get an answer? Okay, we'll see if we can raise him. If you'll just hold on for me, okay? Thank you, sir. Position 12, Richard Langford.
Judge, that's my case. Mr. Langford is present. The announcement I'm making in this case, Judge, I want to ask that we place him on another final plea count. Let me tell you why. Unfortunately for Mr. Langford, and I'll put this all on me, he and I have been trying to get together, but because of my schedule since my surgery, we have missed each other. And there's discovery that I have that he has not had a chance, some videos he has not had a chance to see. We were talking last night, trying to go through it. He still wasn't able to open it. So I need to get the discovery to him. I spoke to the state. She's okay with whatever the court decides, but I just really need to get with him, talk to him, show him the discovery, and then I expect that the case should be able to resolve after that.
That is correct, Your Honor. We did speak. I have no objection to it being reset on a final plea, for a final plea.
March 7th, 2024, final plea, 1:30.
That should be plenty of time, Judge. Thank you so much. And I have all Mr. Langford's information, and so I'll figure out how to get this video to him. Then we'll get together and hopefully resolve this.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you back in March, Mr. Langford. My understanding that position 13 has been closed. Dylan Link. Position 14, Christian Lopez.
Good afternoon, Judge. I apologize for my tardiness. Mr. Lopez is my client. Is Mr. Lopez present? Judge, he is present. If we could hold to pre-try that, I think it'll be a plea.
Okay, very good. Position 15, Jalen Massenberg.
That's my case, Judge. Is Mr. Massenberg present? Judge, let me hold for my announcement on that one. Let me figure out where Mr. Massenberg is.
Okay,
Your Honor, I just received an email from Mr. Ghazi. He thought this matter was on Judge Dixon's calendar. And he has a conflict, so we can get this reset.
I'm gonna have to have Attorney Ghazi, is he emailing you or texting him?
He emailed me.
Okay, let him know the court wants to speak with him. This is
Okay,
not the case, this is not the first time that these cases have been on an Orca calendar. He should have known that this is an Orca matter, not a division matter. So if you'll let him know that he needs to contact the court, please.
okay.
Thank you. Ms. Githia. Position 16, Richard McInnes.
Good afternoon, Judge Barry Zimmerman for Ms. McInnes. That is scheduled for a motions calendar next Thursday, the 14th at 9 a.m. So we have no position other than we're ready for the motions next Thursday.
Okay, I will see you next Thursday on that motions calendar, Mr. Zimmerman.
Thank you, Judge. That'll complete all my business. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, you as well.
Position 17, Donna Mitchell.
Judge, I think, was that the case we
That was a
resolved
plea
this morning?
Oh, you're right. We resolved that this morning. Thank you. Position 18, Denise Powell.
Judge, that's my case. Ms. Powell, I just spoke with her yesterday, Judge. I expect her to be here. If we could hold so I can try to reach her.
Okay. Position 19, Elena Stander.
Good afternoon, Judge. We are signed up and ready for a plea this afternoon.
Afternoon, Mr. Sullivan. I have your paperwork and I'll get that taken right away. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 20, Maggie Zutz, SZUTZ.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ms. Sutch, she's present. We've reached an agreement. That's going to be a plea today.
Okay. I'll take it as soon as the paperwork's ready. Thank you. Position 21, Ryan Webb.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Julius Collins on behalf of Ms. Webb. Ask that we pre-trial, and pending that, we'll just ask for it to be moved to a jury trial if we're unable to resolve it.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement. Let me
Thank you,
know.
Judge.
Okay. Position 22, Randy Wright.
Yes, Judge, that's also my case. Mr. Wright is present. If we could hold to pre-try.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Wright. Position 23, Cameron Young.
The attorney will be present because he's in another trial.
Okay. That'll be reset for the final plea calendar on March 7th. The show cause calendar, position 1, Jabari Siegel. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Siegel. I have that this is Mr. Murphy's case. So we're gonna try to raise Mr. Murphy, Mr. Siegel. I'll be with you, okay? Position 2, Donna Weary.
Yes, Judge, she is present. Those are positions 2 and 3. Judge, I'll continue to try to negotiate with the state, but I'm not sure that it'll resolve today, but I'll continue to try.
I'll hold for your announcement. Thank you, Ms. Weary. Let's see, is there anyone who came in late or did not hear their name?
Stand up if you didn't hear your names. No,
They got you. Okay. Okay.
Okay, yes, in the red.
That's my client, Judge.
Okay. What's the name?
Michael Jackson Jr.
Michael Johnson Jr. Okay, afternoon, Mr. Murray. Is this your client? I don't have a Michael Johnson on my calendar. Is that how you, okay. Mr. Johnson, let us, do you have paperwork with you? Okay, we'll have somebody take a look at it. I don't have you on the calendar, so we need to figure out where you need to be. Yes, sir.
Judge, that's my case. I expect that'll be a plea. It's position number 5.
Okay.
We just need to hold to get him signed up, but that should plea today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Evans. You can have a seat. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Brown?
Yeah, that's my case, Judge.
Okay. So, Mr. Murphy, I have Mr. Brown for you, and also Mr. Siegel is here for you. Okay. And what's your announcement on Mr. Brown's case?
Judge, retrial with the solicitor, I believe we have some announcements short.
Okay, and what about Mr. Siegel?
Your Honor, I can't hear him.
He's gonna pre-try it with the state.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mr. Siegel? You need to talk to him, Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll hold for your announcement. Anyone else in court that did not hear their name or came in later on Zoom?
I did, Judge. I know we handled Miss Mitchell's case earlier. I just wanted to make my appearance and ask to be excused because I don't think I have any other cases on the calendar.
Okay, thank you for being here, Ms. Helen. You have
Thank
a
you,
good
Judge.
rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Sullivan, you want to come on up? We can do Ms. Stander. And she's on Zoom, is that right? Yes.
She is on Zoom, Judge. I went over the paperwork with her around lunchtime and we submitted that to the court.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Stander. Can you unmute yourself for me?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, it's yours.
Does the defense to go to all of these to give him ID?
Yes.
The state's recommendation for this DUI per se, 12-month probation, served for 24 hours, credit for time served, balance probated, maybe $300 fine, 40 hours risk reduction program, drug and alcohol evaluation, 1 victim impact panel, license forfeiture, the less safe will merge, and the failure to maintain lane will be no caution.
So,
License suspension, that's correct. She is in Seattle this week. She's going to drop her license off at my office upon her return tomorrow night. I will bring that to court next week so the clerk can process that for DDS. We are asking for an affidavit of first conviction for her to be eligible for a limited permit when she qualifies for it. And I did speak to the state this morning that once she satisfies all the conditions of probation, would ask that, and if she's in compliance, would ask that her probation turn non-reporting.
That's correct. Yes.
okay. Ms. Stander, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 007367F, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence per se and failure of driving under the influence of per se. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, I'm not.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Judge.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Judge.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Judge.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Stander, with the conditions. As soon as you complete all the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner that you don't have to report the probation, and the sooner that you don't have to pay those fees. Mr. Solomon, before you leave, if you wouldn't mind, we have a new process where if you have your phone, you can.
Yes, sir.
Are familiar with that. So if you will get her the information as to where to report to probation, I'll ask that she reports within the next 2 weeks or so.
Yes, Judge.
Anything further?
No, Judge, I'll wait for the paperwork from the court.
All right.
Good to see you, Judge.
Good to see you also. Ms. Stander, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Rosen, she's out. Okay. I don't believe I have any other paperwork. If you all want to negotiate or speak with the solicitor, please go ahead and do that now. We will be in recess until there's some announcements or anyone else is ready to take a plea.
And did Mr. Murphy want to call me?
He is in the hall.
Okay.
And Ms. Githier, I'm not sure which are your cases or which cases you will be handling. Can you tell me what numbers are yours so that I can have counsel either call you or get in touch with you?
On the final plea, 1 through 13 are mine.
Okay.
And then all of the show cause calendar.
And Judge, we're filling out the paperwork right now, so I anticipate we'll be ready in a few minutes.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Oh.
You want to just wait until she comes here in person? So yes, that's all I say. Oh, you see, Dee, yes.
Mr. James, William James. Mr. James, I'm not going to make you sit here simply because your lawyer's not present. I am going to reschedule your case to March 7th, the final plea calendar at 1:30. I'm sorry that we can't get it taken care of today, okay? I appreciate you coming down to the court. You have any questions for me? Yes, sir. You get notice. Yes, you have to be here. And well, prior to that time, see if you can contact your lawyer, okay? You're welcome, sir. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, like you had court. Get to that side for me. What's your name? Givens. There's Ms. Givens is here.
I'm trying to reach her.
She's position number 4. Good afternoon, Ms. Gibbons. Have you been in touch with your attorney, Christopher Tolles? Okay, so he's on his way? Okay, thank you.
See if it's still. It's all good. I'll just keep writing. Thank you. But yeah, we don't need to see it.
Mr. West?
Do you need to speak with Ms. Gittier on, um, I believe that one of your cases might be Ms. Gittier's case.
Okay.
Um, is that right, Ms. Gittier? Or both?
Yes, Mr. Murphy, yes. We have two, I believe.
I think both of your cases are hers.
Okay.
Would you like to call her or?
Yeah, I'll step out and call for right
Okay, all right.
Prosecutor that's on there. The other one is right here. Ms. Gittier is the only prosecutor on.
He's the one that's communicated with me.
Okay. Oh, you don't call her. Yeah, but you can have it.
Do you need a number, counsel?
I don't know how to talk to
Put a number in the phone.
Okay. Right, so Ms. Gittier,
Yes.
we will also have, who's your client?
Louis Jacinto.
Right, okay. Mr. Shoemaker also needs to talk with you. What would be the best way for him to contact you?
He can call me on the phone. He has the number.
You have a number? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. You know the situation, right? You know the charts. We'll go over all the charts. You know. We just have she emailed. But they're on track. With what I want. And first, no girls and nothing. I'm
Several calls. I don't know if my name was called or not.
Get the A.
Kate, you sit around having to walk me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whenever you're ready on position number 1, Keith Barnes.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Good afternoon, Mr.
I'll
Barnes.
give you a call
Good
right
afternoon.
back, okay, at this number.
Can you raise your right hand for me?
Mr. Murphy,
Do you swear affirm?
I'll
the
give you a
testimony
call right back at this
you give
number.
before you
Okay.
speak The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down.
Give me 1 second.
If you have a cell phone, please turn it off. If you need to talk, go outside of the courtroom, please.
Okay, that's all right. Mr. Geiser.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, your client was in my court today, G33, so he knew to be here. I've released him with a reset date of March 7th for a final plea at 1:30. So I just wanted to let you know that he was here and that he was present and that we were ready to move his case forward.
Yes, Your Honor, and we had filed a conflict letter, but apparently my secretary sent it to Judge Dixon, and it was sent pretty early, like I think Friday or Monday, and apparently somehow, I guess it's my mistake, she should have sent it to you, Your Honor, and I should have known that, and to Orca. She sent it to Judge Dixon, is my understanding, and I asked her to check on the conflict letter to make sure that I was excused, and apparently she told me that Judge Dixon had said it had taken it off the calendar and had moved it into the future without it being set. So I assumed the case had been rescheduled, but I should have known it was before, Your Honor. I apologize, and we will do everything we can to make sure there's no further delay in the case.
Okay, I accept your apology. Mr. Geiser, I'm just concerned about your client, that he came down at
Yeah.
the same time. I'm sure he had to pay for parking and, and all that. So if you can communicate with him in the future also, so that he is not inconvenienced as well, okay?
Will do so, Your Honor.
All right, I appreciate it. You have a good afternoon.
You too. Thanks.
You're welcome. Ms. Githier, whenever you're ready.
Yes, Your Honor. For the battery family violence, there will be no cross. The simple battery family violence, the state's offer is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. To do the family violence intervention program, to have no further violent contact with the victim, Chandra Barnes, and the balance suspended upon completion of the conditions. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do. And
Anything further, Ms. Rosenberg?
Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated resolution.
Mr. Barnes, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 01835C, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drug or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. As soon as you get the terms completed, the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get this done, the sooner you don't have to pay those probation fees and you don't have to be on probation, okay?
Okay, yeah.
We will give you what you need to report to probation. I ask that you report in the next 2 weeks or so, okay? All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're good, Gigi. Stick around. Finish filling it out. So if you want to wait till your phone turns on and just drop it up here, or I can hand this to him. His phone's right here.
So can you sign it?
You just hold on to that.
And once you get it, it up, it's like that, I know your phone now. And when you come up here, guys, you can reboot the
Thank you.
phone, once you get to this step up here.
Mr. Thomas, good afternoon. I was holding for your announcement with, a position for, Ms. Givens.
Yes, I just needed to talk to the prosecutor real quick and
Okay, I believe the prosecutor on this one is, Ms. Githia, is that right, Ms. Githia? She's on the phone. Do you have contact information? I can get it for you if you don't.
Need to go back.
I made Judge, let me, seven eight one nine eight six six.
I don't know it, but I can.
You can reach me there, yes.
All right, so, expect, Mr. Toles to give you a call.
Okay, just give me 1 second, 'cause I have to return Mr. Murphy's call.
Okay, all right.
Either way, it's not gonna be a plea today.
You said the original, what?
Original.
Make sure phone's on. Where is? What's the lady? Yeah. What number? What's the number? Oh, no, no, it's right there. Oh, thank you. So here we go. Oh, keep the original. You know, one, two. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, same thing.
You're gonna email me the.
Yeah, I'll email you paper. Thank you. And email this. So. Well, yeah. You got it.
Judge, I do have a brief announcement whenever the court's ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Position number 14, Mr. Christian Lopez. He is here in person, Judge. We were not able to resolve that with a negotiated plea today. If we could just further notice this to the next available trial calendar.
We will further notice this to, until the April, jury trial calendar. You'll get notice, Mr. Lopez. Is he free to go, Ms. Rosenhoover?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Have a good day, Mr. Lopez. Who's on the iPhone 3? Can you hear me, sir, on the iPhone 3?
Going out.
Okay.
I'm talking to you with the cat shirt on. Are you going outside the courtroom?
No, I'll wait on her.
Okay. Have a treat for anybody. If she come that way, thank you so much. Not you, not you.
Talk to her, but it's not good.
Mr. Massenberg, is that you trying to connect? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't.
Your Honor, that might be my client, Mr. Massenberg, trying to connect.
I need a key sign as well, please.
Mr. Mansenberg, is that you?
Stay there.
Right. Oh. Thank you. Madam.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
And I need to email you the probation information. You want me to email it or you already signed up for it?
You already did it on the.
Okay, that's fine. Thank
So
you.
they'll reach out to her?
Yeah, they'll reach out or she can just call. Just call.
Okay.
Oh, that number,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The same.
Yeah. How many cases were reset final thing? Cause I think we're down to like a few of them.
Yes, no. Yeah, no, I just had a chance to get it. Should be in my mail. You know,
Mr. Massenberg, can you hear us? You can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, good. Judge, the announcer, this is Mr. Massenberg. He's present on Zoom. We're not gonna be. Unmuted? Oh. Okay. We're not gonna be able to work this case out today, Judge. We're just gonna ask this case is placed on the trial calendar.
Okay, further notice to the April trial calendar. All right, is Mr. Messenberg free to go?
Yeah, he's free to go. I'll be in touch with you, Mr. Massenberg.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Thank you. What this judge? What?
far as being able to take care of her family. I was wondering, talking to you today, I wanted to maybe check and see if, you know, how long, if there was any type of, permit she could get if she had to plead the DUI. I'd like to look into that because according to them, it's a second and 10 because there's a 2017 and then this one happened in 2019. But it's like 4 years later, she's had no other driving infractions. And so I don't know how that would affect her. I wouldn't want her to be.
Into the mic, I can barely hear him.
Can we go over to a mic, council?
Yes, Your Honor. I wanted to check into perhaps how this plea would affect her license. That's maybe the biggest sticking point to any DUI plea. She's willing to do the community service, do extra, pay the max fine, do a 2 years double the probation. But I really need to investigate how this plea would affect her license with DDS, and if I could have an additional continuance to check into that because she's got a business. She's her 14-year-old sister has moved with her, and she takes the young girl to school every single day. And so if she has no license, she would not be able to take her daughter to school. So I wanted to check to see if there was any type of maybe limited permit or any, where she could take her daughter to school or go to work and things of that nature. If I could have a continuance just to see if that's a possibility, because it would cause severe hardship if she were to lose her license. And I need to see if there's any wiggle room with DDS regarding a plea.
Okay. So what I'll do, and this is Ms. Givens, right?
Yes, the Asante Givens.
Position number 4, Ms. Givens. I'm just gonna go ahead and, would April give you enough time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna place you on the April trial calendar.
Yes, sir.
So, do what you need to do. If, you're not able to resolve it, and if, you can't come to terms for a plea, then we'll be on the trial calendar.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
so further notice, position number 4, Ms. Givens, to the April trial calendar.
Is there a date and time set for that already or no?
There is not, normally the second and fourth week, I believe, of the month.
Okay.
So we will have, we have a calendar call on that Tuesday of the first of the second week of the month. The cases are scheduled for that week, and then they're scheduled also for 2 weeks, a calendar 2 weeks later. So when you come in for calendar call, we'll have that day for any pleas. If not, I'll try to set you down for a date certain at the calendar call.
Yes, sir. Judge, can I make more than a request? Does your case manager have any kind of, I don't know, email or cell number? I had gotten a flat tire, which delayed me to court, and I didn't know who to call or email. And I just wanted to make sure that in the future that if I have a conflict or if I have an issue come up, I would like to just have a
okay, this is Miss Brandy Bolton. She can give you her contact information.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
May we be excused?
Yes, have a good rest of your day. Thank you. We'll see you back in April.
Position 4. Givens. Polls.
Told.
Hey, y'all.
Chris and Paul, yeah, we got covered.
Okay, I'm about to see you.
Okay.
And then that way you have my contact information and then you'll have court purchase information also. So you can one name with calendar or this is about the calendars.
Ms. Bones, make sure that his email is right, because his phone not working.
Yeah, we confirmed it. Thank you.
Yeah, I called, I had went into your bar. Okay, let's switch your work number to the cell phone. Okay, I'll put that in.
Are we ready on Eugene Ingram?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good day, I'm over out to your council.
And this is Ms. Githier's case. Okay, I'll hold for. I'll just be ready when she gets off the phone. I can just have a seat for a moment.
She said have a seat for one thing.
Miss Githier is on the telephone, so I'll be with you as soon as she's available. Huh?
Turn the phone back on.
No, I did not.
Turn it on so it'll be moved up.
I turned it off before I even came in.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But you can turn it on so you can take a picture.
Oh, I got to turn it on?
Turn it on for me so you can take a picture of that. If you have probation or whatever. Or your attorney can do it, however y'all want to.
You said she should turn the phone on?
Yeah, that basically.
Okay.
You are cool. Communicate with probation.
Take a picture of it, you know, call them later.
So I can read the barcode. Company now? Since 1991. Again, prior to that, I worked with my old company for 14 years. Never been in trouble until I got back to Atlanta. And I'm trying to look for my barcode, which, oh, there it is. Hey, Miss Cameron. Oh, I thought you wanted the barcode scan.
I said, excuse me.
Miss Githier,
Yes,
whenever you're ready, we're ready on Jane Ingram.
okay.
Yeah, 42266.
I am ready.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just hit submit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have some for February 8th, or you can move it to April 4th.
Okay, just let me know.
Come on, Miss Campbell, so that we can do the phone. There you go.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ingram. Thank you, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me to the best of your ability, please?
Raise your right hand so you can be sworn in. Raise your right hand so you can be sworn in.
Oh, do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Githier?
Yes, for the DUI per se, it will be dismissed. The DUI alcohol less safe, it will be 12 months to serve 10 days, credit for time served 1 day, to serve the remaining 9 days, balance probated, to pay $1,000 fine, to do 240 hours of community service, do the risk reduction program, do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, and attend 2 victim impact panels. For the possession of open alcohol container, there is a $200 fine, and the following 2 closely merges with the DUI, alcohol less safe. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
We do.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ingram is asking the court to accept the recommendation presented by Ms. Gipia. He stands before this court as a 56-year-old man. There are 2 requests that I have of the court specifically related to his employment, Your Honor. He is and has been since, what would you say,
91. 90, well, I've been here since 2019.
When did you start? 1991?
And I started, well, actually 1986.
Okay, well, 1986. He's been doing a long time, Judge. He works on 911 framework. He's a technician, making sure that our officers can communicate with the members of our community. He goes around nationwide. And so I'm asking for that specific authorization that he be able to travel for the purposes of work while on probation, because his employment does take him from location to location, and it's not all within the state of Georgia. And then secondly, I would just ask the court to consider to allow his probation to be converted to non-reporting once he complies with all of the terms and conditions thereof.
Okay. Let's see, as far as the first request goes, is that something that I can grant, or is that something that DDS has to, that's a function of DDS?
Well, Your Honor, it's something that you can grant, because we're not asking that the court do anything in relation to the status of his license.
Okay.
It's more so a directive that this court has the authority to give the probation, to give him permission to travel out of state for the purpose.
Oh, okay, just for probation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, then, yeah, that's certainly fine with me. And as far as the non-reporting goes, Ms. Gipia, is there any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, and as far as the additional jail time, how does he plan on getting that completed?
Your Honor, we're asking for an opportunity to turn himself in on the 15th, which is 1 week from tomorrow. And that is his request of the court that he be allowed to turn himself on in that afternoon. Once he gets done with work, he'll go and turn himself in and satisfy that balance.
Okay, so 6 o'clock is.
Would that be sufficient? 6 o'clock p.m.
Do we know the time of the shift?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Is but 6 o'clock.
Okay, I don't know.
Change between 3:45.
Yeah, we don't work specific hours here, but 6 o'clock is fine.
Okay.
I can ask my boss to let me off.
You can get caught in the shift change.
All right, so the 15th at 6 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
All right, anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing.
All right. Mr. Ingram, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 007563F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe and possession of an open alcohol container. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
I'm sorry, Judge.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? You have a right to a jury trial.
Oh,
okay, but because you're pleading guilty, you're giving that right up. You
yes,
understand
sir.
that? Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea with the terms that we've already discussed. When you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status, which means that the sooner you get it done, the sooner you don't have to report to probation, and the sooner you don't have to pay those probation fees, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I think we've already given you where you need to report, so I'll ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Ingram.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That completes our business. Maybe we'll see you.
Yes. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, if I may just, to perfect the record. So the defendant is allowed to travel one day
Right,
outside is it country, the state?
outside the state.
Outside the state. Okay.
And I don't know if the probation is gonna restrict his, I'm happy to put it there, but I don't know if probation is gonna restrict his travel, anyway, but we'll make sure by putting it on the form.
That's right.
Okay.
It's in the
Thank
box.
you very much. Okay, you're welcome, sir.
It's just contact.
That's-
Hi, Judge. I have a couple announcements for you.
Say it again.
I have a few announcements whenever the court's ready. All
Okay, I'm ready.
right, starting with the show cause calendar, positions 2 and 3, Ms. Donna Wary. She is present here in court, Judge. We are not able to resolve those cases. We're asking for further notice to the April trial calendar for both.
Okay. 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 Ms. Weir's cases 2 and 3 on the show cause calendar will be placed on the April trial calendar. Do you have everything that you need from Ms. Weary?
I do. I know she asked me for a car, so I'll give her one before she leaves, Judge.
Okay, once you get that, Ms. Weir, you're free to go. Have a good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay.
Next announcement.
My next announcement, position number 2, Judge. I just spoke with Ms. Githia, and I believe the state intends to file a null pros in that case.
Yeah, I will send it momentarily.
So it will be non-pressed?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Blissett, you're either free to go or you can wait around until we get the non-pros, and I'm happy to give you a copy of it, whichever you would like to do. Okay, all right, we'll have Miss, I'll get it to you and Miss Rosenhover, okay? All right. Yes, just take a seat. We'll be with you. Okay,
Position number 5, Mr. Raymond Hayes, that will be a plea. The plea paperwork has been submitted.
okay, I'm ready. I'm Mr. Hayes. I have that.
Okay. My next announcement before we take that plea, position number 18, Miss Denise Powell, she's also present and we're working on getting the plea paperwork ready now. And then my last case, Judge, position 22, Randy Wright, we've already submitted that plea paperwork. So we'll
Okay,
just-
I have that. So I'm ready on Hayes and I'm ready on Wright.
Okay, I'm ready.
Would you
on-
like to complete all of them, or would you take them all back to back, or would you like to go ahead and take some? It's up to you.
I'm happy to take some. I'm sure y'all are ready to get out of here, right? Okay, I'll take Mr. Hayes because I know, yeah, we'll handle Mr. Hayes first.
All right.
Excuse me, 1 second, Your Honor. Is Mr.
Or else
Murphy
you
in the
have
courtroom?
I don't see,
Who else? I have Mr.
apparently he had to step to Judge Taylor's court.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Miss. Have a seat right there.
Counsel?
If there's a card, Louis Jacinto, it will be a plea. We're just waiting on the paperwork.
Okay. And just let me know when you're ready. Okay, thank you.
Now I got the phone.
Right. Okay. Right, Mr. Hayes? Okay, this, just so you know, this.
Okay. Do you have a license now?
Yes.
I'm getting ready to get out.
Oh,
okay, thank you.
Just give it back. Yeah.
Your paperwork.
Right, get on it. Awesome. Ms. Githia,
Yes,
are we ready on Raymond Hayes?
yes.
Okay, Mr. Hayes,
Good afternoon, Judge.
good afternoon, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hands down. Thank you. Ms. Skippier?
Yes, Your Honor, for the DUI alcohol less safe, the offer is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance probated to pay a $500 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, do a risk reduction program, go to the do a alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, and 1 victim impact panel. For the failure to maintain lane, it will merge with the DUI. 2 fast for conditions will be null prost. And driving while license suspended is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance probated to pay a $500 fine, and it will be concurrent. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Rosenhoover?
Judge, we would ask that the court accepts the negotiated agreement. Mr. Hayes has already completed his community service. He did send me proof of that. He is looking forward to putting this behind him. However, because all of the courses and classes are expensive, Judge, we would ask that the court waive the first few months of probation fees for him, since he will be focused on paying for the other courses.
Okay. Have you all spoken on non-reporting?
We have not, Judge, but of course, I would request that it go non-reporting after he completes all of the conditions. As well, Judge, I believe he's entitled to affidavit of first conviction, so we can get a permit.
Let me look it up really quickly. Request that the probation not terminate. Mr. Hayes has pending 2022 felony charges. Given the criminal history, the state is going to request that he do probation in his entirety, that it not be suspended.
This is his first DUI.
This might be his second, just 1 second.
It's not right.
This is his first D. No, this is his second. Hold
No.
on.
For the film case, they just get an affidavit. So I get prosecuted for that. But it wasn't DUI that time.
Get a copy of the disposition so that he can,
Oh, you're not gonna get it right now.
would come back next week.
Somebody read it on Monday. Yeah, so I'll email it to him. Yeah, this is, when I do it. They see y'all, I'm saying.
Are you still checking, Ms. Goodyear?
Yes, yes, I'm looking at his criminal history.
Judge Moore, if I may interrupt, Ms. James wanted to speak to you at the end of the call, the calendar, or at the end of the calendar, if possible.
Okay.
This may be his only DUI, Your Honor.
Okay, and I think the initial question was, is there an objection to the affidavit? First conviction.
For the
right?
affidavit, if this is his first, then no objection.
Okay, and as far as the non-reporting goes, I want him to get this behind him, so the sooner that he gets it done, the sooner that he will get this behind him, and I'm gonna give him incentive to get that done by making it non-reporting if he gets it done quickly.
Okay.
Okay, anything further, Ms. Rosenhuber?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Hayes, it's my understanding in case 21 CR 0062222F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you've given up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. As soon as you get the terms done, Mr. Hayes, the probation will go to a non-reporting status, which means that you won't have to report to probation and you won't have to pay those fees. So I'm trying to give you an incentive to get it done as quickly as possible so you can put all this behind you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Anything further, Ms. Rosenhuber?
No, Your Honor, thank
All
you.
right, good luck to you, Mr. Hayes.
And make sure you scan.
I did.
Okay.
Oh,
They're gonna send
thank you. And I will waive 2 months of the probation fee to help you get and stay on your feet, okay?
Thanks.
All right.
And you should stick around for the paperwork for. Okay, so yeah, just go ahead and sit tight and they're
Okay.
gonna get that to you, okay?
Right here.
Mr. Wright,
Right here.
Thank you.
and if the court has paperwork for position 22, Randy Wright.
I
you
do.
ready on
Good
that?
afternoon, Mr. Wright.
Good afternoon.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Yes.
Does the defense stick to the basis?
Yes, we do.
The state's recommendation is serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance suspended, 16 anger management classes, which Your Honor have been completed, and a new contact with Jamita German. And Your Honor, this is an amended charge. Disorderly is an amended charge.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, Judge, we would ask that the court accepts Mr. Wright's guilty plea to disorderly conduct. He has shown that he's completed the entire family violence intervention program while out on bond for this case. And I did supply documentation of that to the solicitor. That's why we agreed to a no probation sentence in essence. So we would just ask that the court accepts that.
Okay, so once the case is completed, he's done.
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Very good. Mr. Wright, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 001118C, you wish to plead guilty to disorderly conduct. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, Mr. Wright. I
right, thank
appreciate you going ahead and get that done so that you can put all this behind you. Good luck to you, sir.
You're good. You're welcome. Take care. And Judge, if I can step away to sign Miss Powell up.
Okay. And counsel, as soon as I get the paperwork, I'll take your plea. Have we gotten that complete?
I have not received it yet.
Oh, okay. Ms. Gethier, you're still working on the paperwork for position number 10, Mr. Jacinto.
I'll get that to him in just one moment.
Okay, thank you. We'll be with you, counsel.
She merged. Did she merge? I've never merged. I'm not good at merging things. Okay, well, I'll ask them, but I didn't know. Okay. Yeah. What was the other charges? What was the other charges? The person was business. Oh, right. And it was just they followed too close. I think, yeah, you might want to ask her, but she might have wanted to merge the less safe into the per se. Yeah, but she wrote it. Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, you have to make sure. Because usually the two DUIs merge. But ask her. They're just tired. If I don't have a. Yeah. Thank you. I said, thank you. That was really easy. What did you say? He said something. He fixed it for us. What? Michael, I'm filling this out. Michael? No. I'm trying to figure out what is this emergency? What is the emergency?
She said demerge into what?
I don't know. It said emergency. I did.
What was that?
I emailed her. She emailed back. No, it was a different one. Yeah, this person. Change it. Is this my copy?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna do it.
We said at the fire.
But it's been 4 years. 4.
No, it was so it's the first DUI, it's the second DUI within 5. So after 5 years, it just resets. Unless they get 5 and 10. I mean 4 and 10, and it comes to felony. The count is 5.
Okay.
So it's 1 and 5, 2 and 5, 3 and 5, 4 and 5. That's 0.5 with felony. 1 and 5. 39, 40. 3 and 5. So I think it resets as a the 5 years. So it becomes the first and 5 years.
Okay.
They had two.
All right. Well, I appreciate everything. You too.
Well, then it falls.
Your Honor, I was gonna say that I actually have no further business with the court. Ms. Rosen, who was in good shape.
Okay.
Excuse.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Gaither. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Are you here tomorrow or is it somebody else? I'll be here. in the morning.
Someone else, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll see you next week. Thank you, Judge.
No, we not coming here tomorrow.
You're doing good. You see why.
She said that.
So in reverse of this, one, if it's 2 and 5. On probation, it's 18 months suspension, and then they are authorized to get up and drive. Renewable license will only come out of they get a 18-month suspension. 120 days, they can apply for. Been a lot. After 120 days or suspension.
Holes. Holes.
It's not a public funding.
No, private.
But they'll get that notice from DVX.
Yours, no, she made.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thank you. That's so proud of you, Michael.
Just don't.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. I'll let you.
See? You come to observe.
Stand back to myself, just eating to
Appreciate you.
no problem. Yeah, later.
You like bringing that song back?
Try to bust in that heat bag.
Yes, you're on the road. Thank you.
80 degrees weather.
Your Honor, we're looking at April 4th for final recess.
Okay.
They take your license from you?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's right. Balance probated, and then once the terms are completed, they can go on recording. That's correct. No, it's pretty,
Yes.
Your Honor, if Mr. Shoemaker can give me a call, please.
I did right.
Okay, he's calling you, Ms. Gippian.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor, does the defense stipulate to factual basis?
Yes.
The state's recommendation is obstruction, 12 months probation, serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, warrants probated, 12 anger management, cognitive thinking classes, 20 hours community service, and we're gonna null cross the theft, the seatbelt violation, and the registration. Probation can terminate, Your Honor, upon completion of terms. I know I wrote non-reporting, but we just came to another. The court can change it to terminate.
President Hooper?
Yes, Judge, we would ask that the court accepts a negotiated agreement. Ms. Powell is going to dedicate herself to getting these classes taken care of. And we would ask that the court waive the first few months of probation fees, just so she can focus her attention on knocking out the anger management classes as well as the cognitive thinking class.
How long is the cognitive thinking class?
The ones I've seen, Judge, have been about 4 hours. I'm not sure. Do you know for sure?
I've just not seen this one before, so I didn't know how long the class was going to.
The ones I've seen on Civics Academy and Operation 21 have been like about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Powell, it's my understanding in case 21 CR 002012F, you wish to plead guilty to obstruction, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. The probation will terminate upon you completing the terms of the probation. Given that you don't really have a lot to do, the 12-week anger, the 12 anger management classes and this cognitive thinking with the 20 hours, I want you to go ahead and knock that out as quickly as possible. If you get it done within the first month or two, you'll be done. As such, I'm not willing to waive any probation fees, but I'm willing to, because I want you to get it done as quickly as possible. That should give you incentive to get it done as quickly as possible, so you don't have to report to probation, be on probation, or pay probation fees, okay?
Okay, sir.
And I would, possibly like to get you to have this done, so you don't take this too far into the new year.
I'm gonna be done before the new year.
Okay, all right, good luck to you, Ms. Powell.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And you already got the sign up and everything?
Mhm.
Okay, you're good.
So I'm done?
You're done.
All right.
Take
thank
care of
you.
yourself. You gotta report.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Howell, you gotta report to probation the next. Only thing you signed up, did it?
Oh, she didn't get the barcode.
She already did the barcode, but does it have the address for the physical office?
Yeah, if you take a picture of the whole thing, you have, it's on there.
Good, cool.
So, I do, and she took the whole time.
I think there it is.
All right. You have to take a picture. But you do that.
Mr. Shoemaker, have you gotten the paperwork yet?
I have, it's been filled out and submitted.
Okay, as soon as I get it, I'll take your plea.
Thank you, George. I know you're sick. I know you're sick of me. No, I don't. What's up? Oh, I was just. I don't think that it, no.
Because we have too many cases.
No one here waiting to talk to me, right? We all waiting on Catrice Holland or private attorneys? Murphy. You guys are waiting.
Oh. He wants to judge. He said he was coming down, he was gonna judge for the real quick.
Do I got it?
I might have it.
Ms. Githia.
Yes, Your Honor.
Had you been negotiating with Mr. Murphy? How did those cases? How did you all leave those cases?
I
Is
sent them
position-
offers. I don't think I have received responses. I've sent offers at least on 2 occasions.
Okay, and
And we-
with your conversation today, what was it?
We got to talk, we didn't get far into the conversation. And I think I had to take a police, I had to put him on hold, and then he went up to Judge Taylor's courtroom.
Okay, I know I have his last clients are here with me in court, and we're nearing the end of the session, so I didn't know if you were filling out plea paperwork or anything of that nature, so.
He said he was gonna contact Miss Bolton. He's still in Judge Taylor's courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
I send a follow-up email, Your Honor.
Mr. Jacinto?
Good afternoon, sir.
Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Ms. Githia?
Yes. For the driving without the valid license is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served, 24 hours. For the DUI less safe, it is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, the balance probated, to pay a $500 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, to do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, do a risk reduction program, attend 1 victim impact panel, and that will be concurrent to count 1. To count 1. The reckless driving in the possession of the open alcohol container will be null pros. As to the driving without the valid license, I don't know if it's a 2-for-1. I wasn't going to make that determination if he has to report back or not, but I did speak with Mr. Schumacher about that. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
We do so stipulate.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Yes, counsel.
Just focusing on that jail time, my client indicates he was in custody for more than 24 hours. We don't have an exact count. This case is just a hair short of 4 years ago. My client has had no violations, no more driving without a license. Everything's been good. So we're asking the court to simply commute that 48 hours to the time served. It seems at this point, he's got a lot to do, and I think having to go to the jail for a couple hours and deal with that,
No,
probably not the focus we need.
I don't disagree with you.
Thank you.
Counsel, Ms. Githia, can we just not make this for the DUI, you have 24 hours. Can't we just make the valid driving without a valid license, 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day?
I believe it's statute. That's why it's like that, Your Honor. But I would defer to you. I thought with the driving without a valid license was minimum 2 days, but I would defer to the court.
And if I may, I believe that's correct, and that's why if we say commuted to time served, it satisfies both the statute and the needs in this case. It's very echoey in this corner.
Okay, community time served for the driving without a valid license. Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Anything further?
No, we simply ask the court to accept the plea as negotiated.
Mr. Jacinto, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 00057 HC, you wish to plead guilty to driving without a valid license and driving under the influence less safe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol
No, sir.
this afternoon? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anyone forced or coerce you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Githier, is there any, I didn't see any negotiation in regards to non-reporting. Is there any objection to the probation going non-reporting when he completes the terms?
No objection.
He's not reporting nothing. An incentive to do it quicker rather than slower.
Okay, so, Mr. Jacinto, I'll have your probation go non-reporting when you complete the terms of the probation, which means the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, but more importantly, the sooner you won't have to pay probation fees, okay?
Okay.
If nothing further, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
And Mr. Murphy just tried to call me when I was doing this plea.
Yeah.
Do you have a number, Ms. Bolton, where I can give him so he can give you a call?
Yes, 404-613-6581.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Thank you.
Well, just let him know that his clients are the only people left in the courtroom this afternoon, and I just need to know if he'll be back down here contemporaneous, and if we have to reset him.
Yeah, also, Ms. Githier,
Yes.
were you able to check into the email that I sent you about Keith Barnes?
About who?
Keith Barnes. Position
Yeah.
Position 1 for that first chart.
I just responded to one of your emails. Hold on.
Oh, yes. So thank you so much to clarify that one. But that's count 1 for Keith Barnes, position 1.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm sorry, count 1 for position 1.
I'll double check. I thought I sent it. I'll double check, and maybe I didn't.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I got side. What did you want me to ask Mr. Murphy?
Let him know that his clients are the only individuals that are left in court this afternoon, and if he plans on coming back soon, otherwise you'll have to be reset.
Oh, never mind. That was a plea. Okay. All right, so I think that's it. Which position is it? It's 3 in Ingram. Ingram, my final disposition. Ingram is 6. That's the third that asked for the final disposition. That's the one that asked for the final disposition.
Would you like to do on the calendar or wait?
No cross order, Ms. Bolton.
You say you're gonna forward it?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Okay, thanks. I'll receive. Thank you.
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
All right. I'm ready. You did just 22, right?
It was a plea.
22.
What's the plea?
I'm looking at the wrong one. Never mind, disregard, I'm sorry. Been a long day, y'all. Oh, we just waiting on one and. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. You ready to reconcile the calendars, please? Okay, you ready? Let's get the area. I guess I'm calling for his report. Is that right, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and start going over the calendars if you're ready.
Yes.
Okay. So the Orca final plea, position 1, plea, position 2, no pros, position 3, holding for the report. Position 4, jury trial demand, position 5, plea, position 6, plea, position 7, reset March 7th for final plea, position 8, reset final plea March 7th, position 9, reset final plea March 7th, position 10, plea, position 11, reset final plea March 7th, position 12, reset final plea March 7th, position 13 was closed out on October 10th, position 14, jury trial demand, position 15, jury trial demand, position 16, motions reset December 14th, position 17, plea, position 18, plea, position 19, plea, position 20, plea, position 21, jury trial demand, position 22, plea, position 23, reset final plea March 7th. Orca show cause calendar, we're holding on position 1, position 2, jury trial demand, and position 3, jury trial demand. Any corrections? No. Thank you.
I haven't received a response yet from Mr. Murphy.
Hi, this is victim advocate Tyler Jones. I just had a question. Are you able to go over the final plea for Orca at 1:30 one more time, please?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, position 1, plea, Position 2, null pros. Position 3, we're holding for the attorney's report. Position 4, jury trial demand. Position 5 was a plea. Position 6 was a plea. Position 7, reset March 7th for a final plea. Position 8, reset March 7th for a final plea. Position 9, reset final plea March 7th. Position 10 was a plea. Position 11, reset final plea March 7th. Position 12, reset final plea March 7th. Position 13 was closed on 10/10/23. Position 14, jury trial demand. Position 15, jury trial demand. Position 16, motions reset 12/14/23. Position 17 was a plea. Position 18 was a plea. Position 19 was a plea. Position 21 was a plea. Position 20 was a plea. Position 21, jury trial demand. Position 22 was a plea, and position 23 was reset final plea for March 7th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be in recess until we hear from Mr. Murphy. Ms. Gutierrez, I've reset Mr. Murphy's cases till February 8th, final plea calendar at 1:30, given that we have not heard back from him. Okay, I think that concludes the 1:30 calendar. We'll see.